So you're all waiting to hear about Trishanku, correct? Trishanku was a great king. I already told you that he was a very great king. But he was not happy. Every time you must be very happy with what you have. But Trishanku was not happy. He had everything that he wanted. He was a very wealthy king. He had a beautiful kingdom. He had sons. Everything was there. But he was not happy. What did Trishanku want? He wanted something that was impossible. And what was that? He wanted to go to heaven with his human body. How silly of Trishanku. Is that possible? No. But Trishanku said, no, I want to go to heaven with my body. Only after you die, your soul goes to heaven. Your body never goes to heaven. You're cremated or in on earth. But Trishanku wanted to go take his body also with him to heaven. How silly of him. So what he did, he went to sage Vasishta. And Vasishta asked him, "Oh noble king, what can I do for you?" So Trishanku said, "Oh king, oh sage, I want to go to heaven. But I want to go with my human body." Vasishta said, "Oh you silly, silly king. That is a very bad thought and nobody can go to heaven with their body. Everybody's soul goes to heaven. It will happen after you die. So go back to your kingdom and be a happy king." But Trishanku was not happy with that answer. He wanted to go to heaven with his body. So he went very disappointed. He went to Vasishta's sons. Then he told Vasishta's sons, see, I want to go to heaven and I want to go with my body. Will you conduct an yagna and send me up to heaven with my body? So the sons of Vasishta thought, what is the silly king? He has come here. So they said, no, you must first ask our father, O noble king. So Trishanku said, oh, I did go to him first. But he thought I was a foolish king and I was very silly. He told me to go back and rule in my kingdom and be a happy person till I die. So the sons of Vasishta said, then we cannot help you. If our father cannot do something, it is wrong on your part to come and ask us. So king, like how our father said, go back to your kingdom and rule wisely. Was Trishanku happy? No, he was not happy. He was very angry with Vasishta's sons. He said, if you guys cannot do it, I must look for another sage or other great sage who can do it. Even if it means I have to go all around the world, I will go. But I must go to heaven with my body. So Vasishta's sons got really angry with Trishanku. They said, "O king, we are trying to knock some sense into your head and you don't want to listen to us? We curse you. You become a Chandala." And do you know what a Chandala is? It's a very, very low caste. Chandalas are people who stay in the graveyards or cemeteries and they deal with the dead bodies of people. They are supposed to be very unclean. And they are not allowed to enter any village. So they have their house also in the graveyard. So they said, you become a Chandala. So Trishanku just shook himself. He didn't believe it. He just shook himself and started walking back to his kingdom. But then what happened? His skin turned an ugly color. His hair got all matted. All his jewelry, gold jewelry, turned into iron jewelry. And around his neck, he got a garland of skulls and bones. And his face became very dirty. And the clothes he was wearing became very dirty clothes. So he became a Chandala. So as he was walking through the village, people started chasing him. "Oh Chandala, go away, don't come into the village, go away." He went back to his kingdom. But did anybody recognize him? Nobody recognized him. He said, "I am your king Trishanku, I am your king Trishanku." But everybody said, "No, You are not Trishanku. You are a Chandala. Go back to the graveyard. So now this guy did not know what to do. He didn't know what he can do or where he can go. Suddenly a noble thought came to him. He said, so what if Vashishta cannot do it? So what if Vashishta's sons cannot do it? So what if I'm a Chandala? I will go to Kaushika. I'm sure he'll help me. So he went to Kaushika. Now Kaushika had given up his kingdom and he was living in an ashramam. So he went to Kaushika and explained to him that he turned into a Chandala and he wants to go to heaven with his body. So Kaushika thought, this is the time to prove my strength. So he sent word to all the sages around India. All the sages came and gathered in his ashramam. You know, Kaushika is very famous for his anger. So they were scared he would get angry and curse them. So everybody landed up. They started an yagna. So the fire was burning. They started chanting and chanting. And Trishanku, the Chandala, he had turned Chandala. So we'll call him Chandala, sat down there and waited. Now after immense prayers, they had gathered enough power to send Trishanku to heaven. So Kaushika said, oh, Trishanku, now you shall ascend into heaven. So Trishanku started going slowly up, 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 up. He went up, and went high into the sky, and his head went into heaven. What did the Devas see? They saw somebody with a human form, and that too a Chandala coming into heaven. So they stamped, said, Chapak! Chandala, Trishanku again started falling down. So the power of him being in heaven went and he started falling down. And he cried, oh Kaushika, Kaushika, I'm falling down. Help me, help me. I'm falling down. I don't have a parachute. Please help me, help me. So Kaushika said, stay there, Trishanku. Stay right there. So Trishanku stopped falling and he was hanging like this in heaven. Just then Kaushika said, if the Devas don't want you in heaven, I will create a heaven for you. So he created a heaven around Trishanku and told Trishanku, see, I created a heaven for you. You stay there and rule that heaven. Be very, very happy. Even today when you look at the sky, you can see Trishanku. If you know somebody who knows about the constellation, ask them to show you about the southern star constellation. So Trishanku is still there with his heaven around him. So saying this, Kaushika decided, I have lost all my powers, because he had to use all his powers to take Trishanku into heaven. So he started doing penance again. Now when he started doing penance, Brahma came before him and he was a Raja Rishi, no? He told Kaushika, now you will become a Brahma Rishi. So Kaushika was very happy and he changed his name to Vishwamitra. So Brahma Rishi, Vishwamitra he became. Saying this, Sadanand told the princess, okay princess, you should be really tired and I have taken so much of time to tell you this story. Tomorrow you are going to see the bow of Shiva, isn't it? Bow of Shiva. So please go to sleep. We will get up tomorrow. So we will see what happens when Rama and Lakshmana went to see the bow of Shiva. So you should be really excited to hear that story, right? So we'll wait.